How's it going then, everybody? I hope you're all doing very well. Welcome back to another video here on our channel. I'm the FIFA Analyst, and today I'm going to be bringing you the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow custom tactics and instructions, as well as jumping into a game with the very good squad that we have got on screen at High Division 1. So you guys can see how I play this formation, when would I use it, and why would I use it. If you do enjoy this video, please do give it a big thumbs up. You can subscribe to the channel. We're closing in on 100,000 subscribers, so your support is greatly appreciated. So then, let's talk about the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow first of all. It's a formation that is being used a little bit more this year, and I think that's just because of the new element of the creative runs, the fact that passing in itself is a little bit weird, and obviously the counter attack is very strong. So the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow you can use as a formation at the start of the game, and it can be your go-to formation, and you can set it up in a certain way, or you can use it in the way where I use it. I use it to try and get back into the game. I normally go with a 4-2-3-1 like that, and then I move to the 4-1-2-1-2 if I need to get a goal or I'm not feeling like I'm clicking too well in the 4-2-3-1. So let's talk about if you were going to use this formation at the start of the game. First of all, how would you run it? Being truthful with you, defensive style is personal preference. Press on heavy touch, balance, and press on possession loss are still very strong this year. If you want to be aggressive in this formation, you go for a press on heavy touch. I think press on possession loss moves your players out of position a little bit too much for my liking. I don't really like that element of it that, your right back may come up and push too high. So the press on heavy touch does that very well for me. You may want to decrease the width to 3. You might want to leave it at 4. 4 works quite well. And then the depth, this is the key one here. So if you're going to use this as a go-to formation, if you're not going to run press on heavy touch or press on possession loss and you're going to run balance, you may want to drop the depth down a little bit. Why is this? Because you can then use it to catch the opponent off guard and get them on a quick counter. So that's your personal choice if you want to use that, depending on how you want to do it. Offensive style. Now, a few people run long ball and a few people run fast build up here. I definitely think you want to run one or the other. Why is this? Because the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow is all about quick counter attacks, getting forward. There's a very few people that use this formation in like a possession style based gameplay. Dull and Mike was the one that used to use it this time last year in a possession style based gameplay, but you won't see that too often. You're going to see people move the ball around quick, try and get forward and get the goals as quick as they can. So if you're running it as your go-to formation, you may want to go balanced, but long ball or fast build up to me is my personal choice. I like the fast build up because it tells the players to get forward, translate from defense to attack by running up the pitch as quick as they possibly can. Long ball will basically say, tell your strikers to make the runs in behind, tell your centre mids to make the runs in behind constantly. Just keep running behind the defensive line, which can work, but obviously if someone's playing a deep defensive line, it's not as effective for me. Now the width, you don't want the width really high in the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. It's a narrow formation. It's good to have this nice and narrow for that exact reason. You want people to be there. You want an option on every time you move the ball forward, essentially. And players in box, I do think you're going to want this quite high in the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, again, because you want to, you want to counter. You want to get the goals as quick as you can. Corners, we go with 2, and free kicks, we go with 2. Now, personal choice here. Goalkeepers, I am going to start trialing come to crosses and sweeper keeper. I normally run balance, but last year I ran this all the time. And keepers this year, I've had to get rid of Allison because he's woeful. Absolutely woeful. So we got rid of him, and I'm going to try that on Pet to check and see how he does. So now for the fullbacks. If you're going to start the game in this formation, put them on stay back while attacking. Okay, that's probably a crucial part here. If you're going to use it the way I use it as a an attacking formation when you're losing a game, or it's 2-2 70th minute or something, have them on balanced. Why is this? Because they give you the width. You don't get much width from this formation. They will be the ones on the overlap which keeps them right on the touchline. They will be the ones contributing for you to do that. The centre defensive mid, you want this guy to be an out-and-out CDM. You don't want him going forward. You want him staying back, cut passing lanes, stay back while attacking, cover centre for me is my personal choice. Now, I have 2 CMs, obviously, with Pogba, and I'm using Garincha. He's not the best in this role. I have used Mane there as well. You probably want another centre mid if you were going to do this as your go-to. I have him on completely balanced and cover wing, and then I have Pogba on the left-hand side as completely balanced and cover wing. Sometimes you may want to do get into the box across. However, because counter attacks are strong this year, I don't always want the centre mids going into that area. If I always tell him to get into what's cross, he'll always run forward. He'll lose his stamina more, and that's why I keep them on balance. Now for the cam, I want him on stay forward, and then for the 2 strikers, I have them both on stay forward and get in behind. Because again, we're looking at transferring the ball from defence into attack as quick as we possibly can, and I want that ball in behind for them to do it. So it's a very, very quick, solid formation, and what we're going to go do now is go into a game, show you exactly how I use this formation, how you guys can have success with it, and show you how it pans out. So then, going into the game, we are up against a full Serie A squad. As we can see, he's going to be playing the 4-2-3-1. I imagine their Funky Bunch is the name. So the 4-2-3-1, it can be a little bit hard to break down sometimes with a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, because obviously they've got the two CDMs. They're always going to be covering your strikers. However, you will find your centre attacking mid sat just in front of the CDMs, and he will have a lot of the time to wait for the right CM and the left CM to come and contribute and provide those overlapping runs. So that's hopefully what we're going to look for. And yeah, hopefully we get off to a very good start against this guy. This skill rating at the minute, I think we're at 2,240 something. So obviously, we should hopefully be up against a minimum of a, Division 1 player. So I'll just go into the attacking to start off with. And is this guy playing just yet? If he wants to kickstart, that'd be great. There we go. Here he is. Brilliant. Right. So yeah, so we're going to the attacking, which is the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. And as I said, you can already see balanced fullbacks up the pitch. We are now going to be able to work the ball through the middle. It's going to be very hard for the opponent to keep up with everything. We'll go for a Lako Keta, fake shot stop. We defended that well. And now we want to put the pressure on. And now we just want to sit back and try and track all these runs. So you can see the fullbacks out of position there. It's why you need such a good fullback to get back and cover for those mistakes. And he did that very well. Pass in the middle to Pogba. That's good interception from Mertens. So now we're going to stand up. Blanc put that little bit of pressure on. He went the other way. And then we can win that. And then again, we want to go straight forward. R1X forward. Fake shot first time. Didn't go for the fake shot first time, but the scoop turn will work. Neymar on the ball, just loses it. We'll go for the pass in the middle. Now look for the overlap on the left-hand side. We've got Pogba, we've got Mendy up there as well. We can go back into the middle, try and work these little gaps if we can. We can drive forward with Garincha. We'll go for a fake shot to get into the box, and we'll go for an R1X to the back stick. And that is very unlucky. We'll go for a Lako Keta, lay that off. Oh, hello. Nearly. Okay, so now again, fullback's out of position. Van Dijk has stepped up. Blanc is there though, as you can see, just sitting in exactly where we need him to be, covering for anyone that got out of position. So we've got plenty of time on the ball now. Mendy to come forward, and then we're going to go into there. We're going to go for a fake shot across there. Could use the Mendy if we wanted to. We'll go for the little ball roll. Okay, Mendy out of position again. Try and win the ball back straight away. Pogba with a good press, and with right stick switch to cover that pass, but he's done well to find his way. Pogba to come back. Watch that pass through the middle. Well done, Blanc, and now a bit of time. So as obviously I'm using this formation from the get-go. Normally I'd go to this formation, as I said, 2-2, 2-1, 60th, 70th minute, and to go ahead and try and get those goals. So we're going to go into here. We're going to look and see if we can find the Mbappe. We've got plenty of room out on the left-hand side for Mendy, which is where he's offering that width, and we're going to just work our way through, and we're going to go for that dink cross to the back stick. That is Ronaldo on the end of it, and that is an absolutely fantastic goal from our man CR7. What did I do there? I did L1 square, LB on Xbox. It's a lofted cross to the back stick. They work quite well this year. Remember, we are on manual headers. If you go into your settings, you'll see something called assisted headers. You want to turn that off. It means that the power and the direction that you put on is all based on the power and the direction that you put on the stick. You don't want the game assisting you there. So we're going to go straight forward now. Oh, good interception from Nainggolan. We're just going to watch these little 1-2s. Right stick switch again. Just keep an eye on the 1-2s. We managed to defend that well enough. Get a little bit lucky on the ball out. And now we're going to go forward. Remember, these guys aren't getting behind. They're going to run forward as and when they can. Ronaldo comes forward. Now we're going to ball roll. We're going to play that in. The ball roll didn't register, but Neymar does get the goal for us. And you can see how deadly it is on the break. I know I'm using, obviously, players here that are very solid. I'm not denying that the team is very good. However, you guys can use it based on your rank and the team that you guys have got. Ideally, you're going to want, quick strikers, a quick and agile cam. So for you might have Rashford up front. You might have a Mane up front. You might have Son up front, which can work as well. Dybala, left foot. And that's fine. That's a bad shot from him. So we're going to go to the left-hand side. And again, we want to be getting the ball forward. We want to go forward and we want to score goals. We're not here in this formation and in this time to really do too much. So as you can see, I'm pressing a lot of L1 passes, which is where it sends someone on a run. You can see Mbappe making that run forward now. What it does is it tells the opposition, do you want to keep an eye on this run? If you do, he pulls a player out of position. I then can play the pass, or I've got plenty of time on the ball to assess the situation and see where it's at. So I love the fact that with the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, you have this little kind of the four players that you've got with Pogba, Blanc, and then the two outer CMs as well. Like, they're just always there. That outlet is always there with Blanc to go back, recycle, and go, right, can I find that pass into that man? Yes, I can. I can find that pass there. We're going to go for a little drag back. I could have probably just shot that. I didn't expect him to make that tackle. And now Blanc's got to trap back. Mendy's going to get there. No. Okay, so we're going to right stick switch. Keep an eye on the run now. Put a bit of pressure on. Keep an eye on that one as well. We're going to come over with Van Dijk, and we're going to keep an eye on that in ball, and that's what he went for. And then again, we go for the quick counter. We go. L1 passes, sending them on a run every single time. We're going to go for a little dink ball over the top. Mbappe. Nearly, nearly, nearly. Mendy picked it up on the edge, though. I'm going to go back to Blanc. Remember, easy outlet. Mendy on the ball. Then we're going to go to Pogba, and then we're going to go back to Blanc. And we're going to look and see if we can find that pass in the middle into CR7. Can we find the pass to Mbappe? Ooh, I tried the R1X then, the low-driven passes, which can work. So now he's got like a 2v2. So we just have to stay relatively calm, put that bit of pressure on now, force him into making that pass. I don't think he wanted it to go there. I think he wanted it to go to the other guy. I'm dilly-dallying. And luckily enough, draw a foul. That's quite lucky there. I was trying to think about going back to the keeper and took a little bit too long on the ball. And then let's go forward again. And yeah, let's see how we can do in this. So we're going to go straight into Neymar. Grincha tapping that L1 button, sending the CR7, sending the Neymar. And we're going to go and we're just going to look and see if we can skill past him. And we're going to go straight forward. And he's done well to defend that. Manolas, a really, really good defender this year, actually. I really like him. The only downside to the card is just so hard to link. Semedo, keep an eye on that man there. He's gone for the early cross, which was an interesting choice, and it's worked out for him. Wow. Wow. Dybala winning in the air there, laying it off to Immobile. Very, very good finish as well from Immobile. Good finisher. And we're going to go try and see if we can get a goal back before half-time and get this lead then. So we're going to drive down the left wing with Mendy. Again, using the overlap on them. We've got Neymar running into the box. We'll go for that fake shot past him. That fake shot does work a lot this year, but just unfortunately didn't manage to do it there. So now Ferdinand's going to have to come over. Blanc will try and cover for Ferdinand, but you can see the gap that we've got there between the two centre-backs. And he's managed to find the pass again. Semedo, luckily enough, just getting there. We're going to have to just... Oh, okay. A bit lucky there. Yeah, always giving a foul. He's giving a foul for the afters. Very lucky. I feel like I'm saying very lucky a lot, but we did get there eventually. And yeah, hopefully we can... it's a 42nd minute, coming into the 42nd minute anyway. Let's try and get one more goal. Come on now. Go forward. You've got Neymar running. We can go out to the right wing or we can go to CR7. Just took too long on that pass, to be honest with you. Passing to CR7 now. Little heel to heel. Mbappe's there. Going to go for a La Croqueta. Nope. I'm going to go for that. I'm going to go for a ball roll. I'm going to lay that off to CR7. CR7 gets that in. A bit lucky again. Well, not lucky, but just, you know, just the way it kind of all panned out, I suppose, wasn't the cleanest of goals. But sometimes you got to take it. And that's the good thing with this formation, though, that you lose the ball, you've got a lot of men there ready to kind of, you know, jump back on it. It is a formation that I do like this year, to be fair. I don't think it's one I'd ever, for me, the way I play it, I don't think I'd ever use it like from the get-go throughout all my FUT Champs games, but I like having it in my locker because I feel it gives you a lot of diversity, it gives you a lot of options in attack. It is weak at the back, we've established that, we know that. It's not a formation that you're going to play to say, right, I want to, you know, I want to keep clean sheets. You're not playing the right formation if that's how you're going to play it. So what you can do is offside trap from kickoff. Why do we do that? We try and get the team up. We try and create the gaps between the midfield and the defenders a lot less. Try and avoid the good old kickoff glitch that we seem to have this year. Little Elastico, we're going to send Mbappe. We're going to look for CR7. Ooh, just cut that down very well, didn't he? So Ferdinand. So you can see here, it's like now. So say if you started in this formation, or say if, you know, you were sticking with the formation. Come on, check. Yeah, well done. Say if you were sticking in this formation, ideally what you do is you change from balanced fullbacks to stay back while attacking fullbacks, and that would just help you be so much sounder. That's poor for me. I tap the L1 button to send him on a run then. And you'll be so much sounder. What's that runner? That's it. Come across Van Dijk. Well done. Back to keeper. And then we're just going to get this long. Don't be afraid to just play the long ball if you've got nothing on. And we've got Mbappe to try and win that. And he does a good enough job. Hopefully buys us a throw-in. Yeah, he does indeed. So yeah, that would be the smart move now to go, you know what? I'm winning 3-1. I don't need my balanced fullbacks anymore. I can still score goals with my stay back while attacking fullbacks, which you can do in this formation. You know, it's still very, very easy to do. I just got caught wrong side then. Can Ferdinand bully his way back in? He can. That is absolutely fantastic defending from Ferdinand. And this is what I mean. Look at the cam. Tap the L1 button. Send him on a run. In behind. Get in behind. He's going. Keeper's coming out. You stop bringing him out. And we're going to go for a little ball roll. And then we're going to slot that one into the back of the net. And that is going to make it 4-1. Nice and composed. I'm very bad in those areas this year. Because, like, chips are so strong, sometimes I look for the chip. And then sometimes I look for the shot across goal. And I just panic. So I've just kind of gone back to just ball roll the keeper. The ball rolls are still very good. I found at first the goalkeeper seemed to have like another animation in them. Where they kind of like dove and then dove again. But I haven't noticed that anywhere near as much. So we're going to go for a first time fake shot here. Fake shot start. We've got the man running in. Went for the low driven. We've got the rebound. And that's what I mean by having so many players going forward. This is your best time to win the ball back in this formation. Because they've just not got an outlet. And then we're going to go for a shot across goal. And that should have been a finish from CR7. That's incredible. I was about to say that's a great goal, that is. Like, you know, good press. Got the opponent caught off guard. Offside trap. Is he offside? No, he's not. He's kept him on. Just about. We're going to get a tackle in now. Good tackle from Mendy. Pressing just the circle button there. L1 sends him on a run. Mbappe's gone. And then we'll go for that. And we've got Pogba there. Should we wish to use him? And we have done. And then we've got Ronaldo. Oh, good defending from Manolas. I panicked a little bit there, and I probably should have just carried on running with a guy on the ball and then maybe gone for an Elasco. Blanc to come over. Blanc, very, very good in this role. Again, for you, you might use someone like Kante, Allen, you know, whoever it is that you've got based on your team. They can fill those roles very well. First time fake shot, and let's just run. Let's run. Let's run. We're going to go for another fake shot just to get past him. And we're going to go for a ball roll, and then we're going to finish that. And that is a lovely, lovely finish. 5-1 in the 64th minute. And this is one of the annoying things about Division Rivals, if I'm being truthful with you. The matchmaking this year just seems to be so inconsistent. You know, I'm at 2,200 and something skill rating. This guy, by the seams of it now, then is probably going to be less than 2,000, which, you know, is 1,900 is what you get into Division 1 with. And I think he may be done, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm not going to score another just in case he is. And, yeah. So then the opponent decided to put the controller down. So a little bit frustrating. So I can only apologise for that. But yeah, that's kind of how we're going to use the formation. How we're going to, you know, have joy with it. How we're going to score goals. You can see how it can be weak from the back. But also you can have so much joy with it going forward. So I'll have a look just to see when that guy does actually, where he's ranked. Because as I said, that this is the thing. 1,929 skill rating, you know. I get 4 plus skill rating for that, 2,005, 2,250. I shouldn't be matching that guy. I should only be matching someone 2,100 and above, in my opinion. But yeah, a little bit frustrating. But oh well, it's what it is. It gives you the understanding of how you can use it and so on. If you did enjoy, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you all very much for watching. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.